Let me start by being positive. The opportunity for Islamic banking to become relevant globally and be really a substantial part of the global finances and global businesses and global assets is real and huge. But currently, we are not in that position. Yesterday, as we saw, we are 1.1% of global traditional assets currently, which is a very small percentage. So that from 1.1% to a meaningful number is going to take a huge effort. And that effort is possible. Opportunity is there. Means are there as well. What it requires is the leadership to play a positive role in taking Islamic finance to new horizons.
This year's summit is held under the theme Islamic Economics, Strategies Path to an Influential Global Economy. In your view, what are the most critical strategies, priorities that Islamic financial institutions and decision makers should pursue to enhance the global influence on this industry?
The first and foremost requirement, in my humble opinion, is for the practitioners to recognize what Islamic banking, Islamic economics offers. You heard yesterday that there are opportunities to alleviate poverty, to empower the lower side of our community and Muslims and non-Muslims. Yet we are not playing a role in that. So to develop economy, develop businesses, invest in newcomers and small businesses is very relevant. And it is the low-hanging fruit that really we can benefit from. And I think the Islamic Bank should focus on this sector and also use zakat, work funds more effectively, more productively. Currently, there are billions of dollars in work funds that are lying idle. That's a great opportunity to really put them to good use and create productivity, create jobs, create factories. It's all for us to really move forward with this.
Okay. Kuwait Finance House is recognized as a flagship institution in global Islamic finance. How do you assess KFH's journey of regional and international expansion? What lessons from its experience can be applied to support similar growth in other emerging markets?
KFH wants to be a global bank. In the past, we were restricted to a region, one region.
Okay.
Last year, 2 years ago, we decided we want to be a global bank and we want to play a role globally. So we identified what other, obviously it's not possible to grow organically. The only way you're going to do it is by mergers and acquisitions. So we identified which bank offers the best opportunity for us to realize that particular focus, that particular target. We identified Ahli United Bank in Bahrain because they had presence in Egypt, in UK, throughout the UAE, Oman, Iraq, and it was a good opportunity to work with them. So we hired consultants and we found out that it's a big bank, global presence, and a lot of culture is similar. I think in any acquisition, the cultures have to be similar. So we went ahead with this acquisition. It has really enabled us to grow exponentially in a very short span of time. We've become the highest profit in Kuwait for the first time after this acquisition. And we are moving forward. So my recommendation to people who want to play a role globally is to look for opportunities to merge, to acquire, and grow that way. Because to be relevant, you have to be sizable. Size matters. And for that, to grow organically, as I said earlier, is going to be very difficult. So it's better to merge, acquire, and grow, and be relevant globally. That's our advice.
You are well known for advocating international cooperation within the industry. What role do you see young professionals playing in driving the next phase of Islamic finance? What capabilities and mindsets must the next generation of leaders develop to respond effectively to a rapidly changing environment?
The youth of Muslim world can play a very significant and very positive role by utilizing the tools that are currently available. Digitalization, artificial intelligence, use of technology, and there are lots of fintechs that are now being formed by the youth of Islamic countries. In my opinion, a lot more can be done than is currently being done in fintechs in artificial intelligence and being part of this new digital banks that are being formed. Because digital banks don't have a big capital cost base. They can survive, grow in smaller capitals. This is a huge opportunity, and only the youth can do this because my generation is beyond technology now. But youths are still involved with technology, understand it better, and I think they can play a big role in utilizing this and growing Islamic finance and Islamic economy globally.
Okay. You had the opportunity to meet the late Sheikh Saleh Kamal, a pioneering figure in Islamic economics. What do you remember most from that encounter? How can today's leaders draw the inspirations from his vision to confront the challenges facing the Islamic economy today?
I had several opportunities to spend time with and have meetings with Sheikh Saleh Kamal, Allah yarhamah. He was a visionary. He had lots of visions, lots of plans. One of his big dreams was to form a mega bank, as you heard earlier today. He called me for a meeting once to discuss only this subject, and he said it would take no more than half an hour. And we were together for 2 hours, just the two of us. And he was absolutely convinced that unless we form a mega bank globally, we are not going to be well. He then went on to say that Islamic finance is based on ethics. Real economy is grown out of our. And if we can preach, we can share the aspects of Islamic Sharia relevant to economy, relevant to finance, we have an opportunity to educate people across the globe. So his second vision was to hold summits like this one and big conferences and share our ideas, share our Sharia, share Islamic banking, share Islamic economy, Islamic finance. This way he felt it will grow. And I think what is being held here is a proof that to a large extent AlBaraka group has achieved and realized the dream of their founder. And really, God blessed him with Jannatul Firdaus. He had great vision. And I was always impressed what he had to offer and contribute to Islamic mentoring.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.